A girl with an evil stepmother and 2 evil stepsisters. A creepy, unlikable love interest. A bunch of little Mexican mice. And a rapping dog. What do these things all have in common, you might ask? They're all elements of the perfect movie about the Titanic. Guys, today I'd like to take you on a trip back to the year 2000 to talk about the best movie about the Titanic ever made. Now, if you know anything about the movie Titanic, you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, didn't that movie come out in the year
1997?
And it did. The movie Titanic came out in the year
1997.
But a lot of people don't know that an animated ripoff of the movie Titanic called Titanic: The Legend Goes On came out in the year 2000. And oh my god, it is atrocious. It's totally insensitive to the tragedy that was the Titanic. They added in all these quirky characters like cartoon animals and a silly bumbling detective, and on top of all that, the movie makes no sense. To the point where I watched this movie like 3 or 4 times, still didn't get the plot, and then had to look it up on Wikipedia to find out what was going on. Even the name Titanic: The Legend Goes On is a bad title. The Legend? I don't know if I'd describe the Titanic as a legend. It's a very well-documented tragedy. The Titanic is a legend, dude. It was legendary, bro. You know what? Go ahead and buy the movie, too. Go get it on DVD or something if they still sell it. Because I want you to believe how bad I'm going to make this movie seem. Because you're not going to believe me when I tell you. But before we get into it, let's talk about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Yep, that's right, your boy got a sponsor. So let's talk about it. In case you've been living under a rock for the past couple months and haven't been watching other YouTubers promoting this game, Raid Shadow Legends is a huge sensation right now. It's one of the most popular games in the mobile gaming world. It's an RPG that changes everything about RPGs. It's rated as one of the top 3 RPGs on the Google Play Store, and it's just been nominated as a finalist for Google Play's Best of 2019 User's Choice Award. So, must be a pretty good game, right? Yeah, it is. The game is crazy popular. It's been downloaded over 15 million times in the last 6 months. So now that I've told you all those fancy things about it, you're probably wondering what it is, huh? Well, too bad, I'm not gonna tell you. Psych! I am. It's an epic dark fantasy done right. A hero collection turn-based game with over 400 champions for you to collect and personally customize. And the best part is, it's free to play. There's even weekly tournaments and events. Fighting in the arena, running special dungeons, or just leveling up your heroes, there's always a way to compete and win extra prizes every week. The game is growing super fast, and check out this cool roadmap that they've published. They have huge plans to continue updating the game for over 6 months. So there's infinite content for you to enjoy, and no time to get bored. Because who likes getting bored? Not me. That's why I've been playing it this whole time. So what are you waiting for? Go to the description, click on the special links, and you'll get 50,000 free silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. You can find me under the nickname I am Greg, so add me and maybe we can clan up. Thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Raid Shadow Legends. I hope you guys check out Raid Shadow Legends. When you do, it directly supports my channel, helps me to continue branching out and doing other stuff. So thank you guys for all your help. And now let's complain. So the movie starts off with the Titanic sinking. So, spoiler alert. And I was like, wait, if this is where the movie starts, where are they gonna go from here? The dang ship already went down. People are screaming and drowning and jumping off the boat. There's nowhere for the plot to go. I mean, what are the characters gonna do? Just go home and think about what happened? And there's no way you can escalate from there. From the Titanic, but it turns out it was just a flashback. The movie starts with a flashback of the Titanic sinking, and then we go back to before the Titanic even happens. Either way, a very somber way to start a children's movie, to be sure. So this movie's actually got a bit of a Cinderella vibe to it, as if it wasn't already knocking off one movie, they're just straight up ripping off Cinderella as well. This girl, Angelica, is traveling with her evil stepmother and her evil stepsisters. She's sort of like their servant, and they treat her like garbage.
Stop moping over that picture. You're never going to find your precious mother.
Your precious mother!
You're never gonna find your mom, you idiot! Oh, you miss your mom because she died or something? Get a life, dude.
You're wrong. I will find her, and my father too. I'll find them both.
Anyway, they get to the boat. It shows a bunch of people getting on the Titanic. You see families getting on the Titanic, different people getting on the Titanic. There's also some geese wearing bonnets getting on the Titanic. I don't know why there's just this whole subplot about the animals that live on the Titanic that totally baffles me. Why would geese even be interested in a transatlantic cruise to America? I don't know. But there they go, on their own little ramp. The animals have their own little ramp to get onto the boat.
going to be plenty to keep you busy aboard this tub.
So the thing about this movie that is going to make it kind of hard to make this video is that there's like 900 different subplots going on, and none of them make any sense. And the worst part about it is all of the subplots start at the exact same time. They try to introduce them all at once at the beginning of the movie, and Angelica misses her mom, and her stepmother's an evil witch, and there's geese on the ship, and this guy is hitting on this sexy girl, and a detective's on board to solve the case. What case? I don't know. He's just there. And they also just do a really bad job of introducing every character and what their motives are. Like this woman, she comes out of nowhere. Every time she talks, you're like, what did she just say?
Hurry up, you layabout!
What do you...
Excuse me?
Hurry up, you layabout!
Sorry up to lay about! Oh yeah, that thing that people say. Tarya to lay about. And why is he doing that? I get what this guy's doing. He's trying to pull one of the suitcases out of the car, but what is he doing? What is... He's just like losing his balance for no reason.
How do you do? Don't know. We don't know.
Jeffrey, what are you...
Oh, Angelica, you really are hopeless.
Here you are. Let's hope it's a smooth crossing.
Hold up, does this dude know the Titanic is gonna sink?
Let's hope it's a smooth crossing.
Why did he deliver that line so ominously? Hope it's a smooth ride. I just genuinely hope that it's a smooth ride. And I don't know anything that would lead me to believe that it won't be. There's so many people to introduce, so many people get on this boat. There's a family of mice, there's this bird who's like a mail bird, or I don't know what he's got, like a satchel like he's gonna deliver mail. There's a touring band of Mexican mice.
What's with the costumes, guys? We've been on tour, senor, and cannot wait to get home, muchachos?
Yeah, this part did not age well. I mean, none of it did, but this part especially is kind of like, huh? They're Mexican mice. They got big sombreros. They're in a mariachi band or something, and they all want chili.
Chile.
They all want to get home so they can eat chili.
Mommy, what am I going to do? Call her, Mummy. Call her at once. This is Angelica's fault. Look at this hole in my favorite dress. I wanted to wear it. Oh, it's got bigger and bigger.
Come in.
You rang, Mum?
Please go fetch my ward. Angelica Pickering, down in 3rd class.
I don't know who that guy is, or why he's so short, and why his suit looks like it was made for a normal-sized person, like he's a child who's trying to pretend to be an adult. And they never explain who he is, and he never shows up in the movie again. His only role in the movie is to walk in like, yes, Mom. And then he leaves and we never see him again. So even though Angelica is traveling with the evil rich stepmother and her 2 stepchildren, since she's kind of like their servant, she's in 3rd class. And they really put her to work.
You didn't pack our clothes properly, you clumsy girl.
Blaming her for stuff that she didn't even do.
Pick up those bits of broken china at once.
Which transitions us to the part of the movie that's about the animals. We go to the storage part of the ship where the animals, I guess, live. And this part of the movie is probably the weirdest scene of any movie that I've ever seen. And I'm not just saying that to be dramatic. It's so weird that you probably won't even believe me when I tell you what happened. So I'm gonna try to play as much of the scene in its entirety as I can.
How about if she comes to our party, Mama? We are having one, aren't we?
We'll talk to Fritz about her.
Just the snack I'm looking for.
If it hadn't been for you, I would be now in someone else's digestion.
You know there's something you should know, so I'm gonna tell you so. Don't sweat it, forget it, enjoy the show.
Working all day, now it's time to unwind. Kick back, relax, take a load off your mind.
Yep, the mouse thanks the dog for saving his life, and instead of responding in any sort of way that makes sense or has anything to do with what the mouse said, the dog starts rapping about how it's party time.
I'll be busting the moves and I'll be busting the rhymes. We'll be busting up laughing cause it's party time.
All aboard the Titanic! It's party time! There's so many things that don't make sense! What is going on?
Party time, it's party time. Everybody's feeling fine cause it's party time.
He's rapping. Rap won't be invented for several decades. The dog is suddenly wearing this like tank top and athletic shorts. He wasn't wearing that before. The second he starts rapping, he's just all of a sudden in this hip hop outfit. The animation is creepy. It doesn't match up with what he's saying. Sometimes it's downright horrendous. It keeps showing his creepy hands clapping, like his creepy fingery hands. It's a dog. He shouldn't have fingers. He's got little furry fingers. It's not cute. It's creepy. It's not even just like a little jingle that he does and walks off either. It's an entire song. It lasts for like at least 2 minutes. It has a chorus. It has verses. They're all about party time. He's using an antique radio as a boombox. Obviously, because boomboxes haven't been invented yet. So he's got this old antique radio. This scene is the weirdest part of the movie, and it's one of, if not the weirdest scenes I've ever seen. But by no means is this scene alone in how weird it is. This movie is full of scenes like this. During pretty much every scene of this movie, at the end of it, when it cuts to the next scene, I'm left wondering, like, what just happened? What is going on?
Who knows what's around the corner? I dream of my first building going up in America.
Progress, Sir William. Progress. One must always be ready to progress. Your humble secretary, even I, could someday become perhaps even your boss. Yeah, if you don't need me, I think I'll take a stroll around the deck.
What was that? What was that exit? He said like a million things and then just left and no one was even talking to him. I feel like they took like 8 different lines of dialogue and smashed it into one, edited them all together. Hey, humble secretary, who knows? One day maybe perhaps even I could be your boss. I don't know, wonderful weather we're having. I'm going to take a stroll outside. I'm already gone. I believe this movie was originally in Italian and then they translated it to English for an American release. And I feel like some scenes they got lazy and didn't want to go through the trouble of translating them. So instead they just had the voice actors just grunt and make weird noises instead of talking. Like this scene where the thieves are doing a little robbery. They're walking around in someone's room in the dark and they're trying to steal some jewelry. Uh-oh, looks like it's time for some romance.
I bet you look ravishing in this.
Oh, dude. What? Don't do that, that's weird. Don't knock over someone's laundry and then just start looking through it. Creep. And she's like happy about it too. She's like, ooh, this nice man just knocked over my laundry I was carrying and then started rummaging through it. How romantic. Ah! Dude! Stop! Stop being creepy! What is this scene? Oh, jeez, I knocked over your laundry. Sorry, I'm such a klutz. I'll help you pick them up. Wait, whoa, are these your underwear? They're so big. I'm gonna put them on my head. I'm gonna rub your hand. Hey, do you wanna get married? And now they're in love. She walks away, and they're in love. I guess that's all it takes, you know? You know what they say, when you know, you know. And she knows that she's in love with this guy who runs into people and then rummages through their stuff and then rubs their hand. Rich boy coming knocking over my stuff. That's my type. That's my type.
Is something wrong, Master William?
I met a sweet, charming girl. I don't know who she is or even what part of the ship she's in. She's vanished into thin air.
We're on a ship in the middle of the ocean. She can hardly get off. You'll bump into her again?
That's kind of a creepy thing to say, too, isn't it?
Her eyes were like, oh, Nanny.
Oh, Nanny, her eyes. Oh, Nanny. Oh, her eyes, Nanny. This dude is so weird. Why did they make the love interest so weird? Look, now he's getting all hot and bothered and he grabs onto his nanny and shakes her around to tell her how beautiful this girl is.
She's beautiful, Nanny, don't you get it?
She's beautiful!
She's the most beautiful girl I ever seen! And she does laundry, Nanny. That's the only thing I know about her, Nanny.
So he goes off to find Angelica instead of continuing to creep out his nanny.
Excuse me, madam. You were talking to a young lady. How can I find her?
I know she often comes out here for walks. Oh, I must go in now. It is chilly.
I just want to see her again. I have something to say to her.
Why does no one in this movie exit scenes properly? What was that? He's still in the middle of a conversation with her and she's like, I've got to go, bye-bye. And he keeps talking and she just turns around and walks out the door. It's like the animators got halfway into every scene and the director walked in and was like, end the scene! End it now! And the animators were like, okay, but they're just in the middle of talking. They just started a conversation. End it! The scene is over! Okay, all right, okay, fine. I guess she'll just walk away in the middle of a conversation. Is that what you want? End the scene! End it!
I would have thought you'd be upstairs listening to that wonderful singer.
I was too busy looking for someone. Now that I've found her, I'm not going to let her get away from me again.
Okay, it's not just me, right? Everything that comes out of this dude's mouth is really weird. Now that I've found you, I'm not going to let you get away. Now come here! Oh, look, they're so in love. They love each other so much.
I'm William. Will for short. I don't even know your name.
It's Angelica.
Will I see you at the reception tonight? Angelica.
Why can no one end conversations properly in this movie? Will I see you tonight?
Bye.
Are you gonna come tonight?
I gotta go.
I'm just wondering if I'll see you at the event. Chilly out here. I'd really love if you came. She's so beautiful. One weird thing I'm noticing about this movie too is that every time they switch scenes, they have an establishing shot of the boat to show you that what's taking place is still on the boat. You don't need to keep doing that. I know that we're still on the boat. The whole movie takes place on the boat. The movie is about the boat. Aw, now Will is at the reception all by himself, sulking. He's all lonely, reminiscing about all the times he and Angelica have shared. They play a little montage of all the times they've had together, which is 2 times, if you remember. So it's a very short montage. But then she gets a dress from this nice old woman. She goes to the ball, and she finds him, and they dance, and they have a great time, and they fall in love. They confess their love for each other.
Nothing you could tell me could prevent me from loving you. Nothing could prevent me from loving you. We'll find your parents too.
And he promises to help her find her parents. Remember that? Remember that plot from the beginning of the movie? Yep, that's still happening.
Being in love is the best thing in the whole world. She'll have no cares from now on. Just be happy, happy, happy.
There's an iceberg right in our path!
Oh no! Where'd that come from? No! Oh man, they're gonna sink. I mean, I knew that was gonna happen because that's what happens in the Titanic, but I forgot. I got too invested in the story and I forgot that they were all gonna die. Darn. So anyway, the boat sinks, obviously. Everyone gets onto the lifeboats and Will and Angelica get separated and Angelica doesn't even know if Will got on a lifeboat. Next like 10 minutes of the movie are just people screaming and drowning and falling into the water and Angelica trying to find Will. But then eventually, she sees him.
There's a body out there. Please try to get nearer.
Oh.
It's not him.
Never mind, dude. We don't have any room on the boat. Sorry.
Hang on.
It's William!
Oh, there's Will. Finally, they found him. Wait, what happened to the kid that was with him? He was holding a kid before. He's just gone. So Will's on the boat, they kiss, they're so happy, and that's like the end of the movie. Oh, except for this part that the mouse narrates at the end about how everyone's doing now.
Wait a minute, where are you going? The movie isn't over yet. Don't you want to know what happened to everybody?
Turns out everyone lived happily ever after.
We're sitting really pretty. To thank us for saving him, our friend the ship's cook put us up at his new place of work.
The mice that were on board the ship now works with the chef on the ship. They have a restaurant together. The rapping dog works with the detective now. And Angelica and Will get married and they live happily ever after. Okay. So my thing is, you can't make a Titanic movie where the ending is like everyone lived happily ever after. Because they didn't. They totally brush over the fact that 1,500 people died. That's how many people died on the Titanic. That's most of the people. There were only like a little over 2,000 people on the Titanic. But this movie just totally forgets all about that and is like, but the mice opened up a restaurant with the chef. What is this movie supposed to teach kids? That the Titanic wasn't that bad? Anyways, Sorry this movie was so bad. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where Santa leaves me a big present under the tree. But when I unwrap it, it's a warm gallon of milk. And I'm lactose intolerant. And he makes me drink the whole thing. Bye! This video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch. Or just watch this video again. I know we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. Over now. So why are you still watching this?